Alright, so back to our regularly scheduled program. Before my phone decided to die and the connection decided to go bad, we were talking about Isaac and how he was going through the land of the Philistines and he was reopening the wells that his father already had opened prior to. So he technically had legal access, but every time he reopened the wells, the Philistines and him would have contention or there would be a argument. But what I want to point out is how God allowed that to happen. God allowed the static because he wanted it to show up so that it could propel Isaac to move forward. The takeaway that we should be looking at is the fact that even though he had illegal access, he had the seat, he had the title, he had the space. Just because those things are what you have, that does not mean that that is where God wants you to be. And if it's not where God wants you to be, then why are you fighting for it? And this is where we allow Satan to get us caught up, because what he will have you doing is trying to prove why this is yours or why you deserve it. And you get stuck in the mud of the struggle. You'll spend all your energy defending a small well and you'll never actually look up to see the broad place that the Lord has already set for you. So sometimes that friction was not meant to stop you, but it was actually meant to propel you. God allowed those Philistines to act up because he didn't want Isaac to get too comfortable in a place that was too small for his destiny. That conflict was actually the push that Isaac needed to keep digging until he hit Rehoboth. So let this be a wake-up call. If you do feel like you're stuck where you don't want to be, check your response. Are you still at the old well trying to win an argument with people who don't want you there in the first place? You was never supposed to have to fight for your place in the kingdom. If you have to claw, scrape, and scream for it, baby, I promise you it's not your Rehoboth, and I promise you God got something better. So again, what we see is that Isaac could have won the legal battle, but what he would have lost is the momentum. When you recognize that that friction is just a sign that you've outgrown the space, you can walk away with your head held high. You aren't losing the will, but you're actually gaining the territory. So stop fighting for the crumbs when the Lord is actually trying to give you the whole field. Yield the strife and watch God open the supernatural door of your broad place. So that is all that I have for y'all today. I pray that y'all are blessed by this in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I thank y'all for tuning in, and I pray that y'all have an amazingly blessed, beautiful, wonderful, magnificent rest of your evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.